To do the neck work, we're going to get some oil and apply it to all 4 sides of the neck, which is what we're going to be massaging. So we kind of have this right front, right back, left back. And you just want to make sure you have a good amount of oil so that you can have the correct amount of drag. All right, so what we're going to do is the opening stroke that I'm going to teach you is pretty much the main component of the neck work. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're actually going to come up and go back down the front of the neck, come across the pecs, kind of push down on those shoulders, and then take your fingertips and really kind of dig into the back of that musculature and come right towards the spine. We're not going to go on the spine, we're going to be right next door to it. Then we're going to take our fingers and we're going to roll them. And there's a certain motion that you need to see happen with the neck to know that you have applied enough pressure. All right, so let's go ahead and come up, sweep up and down, come across, push down, look at your palms, fingertips all the way to the center but not on the spine, and watch her neck roll up to the ridge of the skull. Now all I'm doing with my fingers is I am moving them in a wave. That's all I'm doing. So come up and down, around and push. Look at your palms. Put some good pressure up right to the edge of that spine and roll their neck and pull off the back. And you can do this particular neck work over and over again. The motion that people like is the pull and that roll of the neck. Now we're going to add in just a little bit of kneading as we do this. Come around and we're going to use our fingertips and just knead right at what's C7 or that big bone at the back of your neck. And then we're going to roll and come off. Good, again, and down, around and push underneath that tissue and just sit and knead and roll that neck. One more time. Down and bicycle chain. Now we're going to do some single-sided work, and really it's the same thing, but we're going to spend some time really working into this upper part of the neck where people get a lot of headaches right there at the base of the skull. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on this side, how I'm going to hold her head on the other. I'm going to take my hand and kind of put it on around her ear so my thumb is above and my fingers around the back, so that when I go to turn her head I can support the whole weight of her head in my hand. So I'm going to do it on this side and hold her head right here. So I have all of this area available to me to work. So we're going to go down, same motion, come around, and you have to realize that the neck is turned, so we're going to kind of change our angle just a little bit so that it still kind of pushes that neck up a little. And notice my location. I'm not here, I'm not on the spine in the back, I'm on the muscle in the middle. It's kind of a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to do all of this fingertip kneading along the base of the skull. And you really kind of want to stay within the hairline. So about from the middle over to where you see the hairline end. You don't want to take it clear past their ear. There's just some bony areas that aren't comfortable. Okay, we're going to come up and down, and I'm going to push, and I'm really going to kind of create a stretch up through her neck right there. Come around, kind of a 45-degree angle into the neck, and fingertip kneading. At least 3 times. Come up, down, stretch, come around, and fingertip kneading. Okay, we're going to shift and do the other side. So we come down and stretch, come around, 45-degree angle, fingertip kneading. Down, stretch, come around, 45, fingertip kneading. And you can spend as much time along this area at the back of the head that you want. And come down. That's 3 times through. Okay, we're going to reposition their head to neutral, and then we're going to just kind of do some of our little warm-up strokes here. Just kind of integrate some of that work we did. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do kind of an alternating fingertip compression rubbing up the neck, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to start down at the bottom, and I'm going to roll with my left hand and roll with my right. And I'm going to move up just a little bit with my left and up with my right. And up a little more with my left and the right. Again with the left and then the right. And I'm all the way at the top. And then we're going to come down and do it again. So we go left, right, left, right. Look how much movement we're getting in the tissues and the neck itself. The neck moving tells you you're doing this stroke correctly. Last time through, knead up through the neck. Good. All the way off. And then we're going to do some closing strokes on the neck. Same as the opening. And roll the neck and come off the top. Second closing stroke. And slow it down. Last time through. Just a little lighter and a little slower. And there we go. Now, one thing I want to offer you is sometimes when you're working on people's necks and you do this kind of work, it actually gets a little tighter. And some of that has to do with the fact that all this musculature actually comes up on top of the skull. So I'm going to give you some work that you can do all around the head that actually kind of you can incorporate with this neck work to create some change in the neck musculature. So we're just going to start out by massaging around the temples, really getting in. And this isn't where you just do this with their hair. You're literally positioning your fingertips and you're moving the structures underneath the hair itself, around, along the top. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it to the side, and you want to make sure you get up onto the back of the head. This does help release some of the things that get tight in this in the musculature along this side of the head and neck. And if you find any area that your client or your person says, wow, that feels really good, just stay there for a while. They're telling you that that area probably is involved with whatever's going on with their neck. And then we're going to turn, and same thing on this side. Really get in and move those structures on the scalp and get that scalp to relax. And back to center. And go straight down the middle and work over that area. All right. And you can actually do some neck work, come in and do some scalp work, and come back and do some neck work again. Because what it does is it kind of shows you how much it relaxes the neck when you do that scalp.